Germany slammed President Trump's new trade tariffs on the EU, saying they're damaging the economy. The US has already, of course, increased rates on steel and aluminium for Europe and for its key NATO ally, Turkey.
We won't let Washington dictate to us with whom we can do business. This trade war is slowing down and destroying economic growth and creating new uncertainties.
To say cat among the pigeons is rather an understatement. Let's get live to our Europe correspondent, Peter Oliver, get the view from Central Europe there, Germany. Is it heading for a full-blown trade war here with Trump or what? What are the thoughts?
Well, what we've heard from Peter Altmaier there, the economy minister, is him saying in no way will Europe be dictated to, or Germany be dictated to, by the United States over who they can do business with. Now, this goes back to the announcement last week by Donald Trump, where he said that anyone that does business with Iran won't be doing business with the United States. That, in turn, was in relation to Donald Trump's decision to pull the United States out of the 2015 Iran nuclear deal and everything that came with that regarding trade. Now, what that would mean ultimately would be European giants like the oil company Total, also car manufacturers like Renault and Daimler, who are currently operating in Iran, that they would be denied access to the United States market, something that would be unthinkable. What we've heard from Mr. Altmaier there is a statement saying, look, this can't go on. We don't want to see this type of trade war escalate. And the fact that we're hearing it from Mr. Altmaier should be taken as that this is the words coming from Angela Merkel. The German Chancellor is never one to come forward with a statement unless she really has to. And if we look back on Peter Altmaier's previous experience between 2013 to 2018, he was referred to essentially as the most powerful man in Berlin. He was the head of the Chancellery. So if he's saying it, we can pretty much guarantee that Angela Merkel is thinking that as well. And they aren't alone in Europe about being worried over what a trade war could bring.
This is a bad day for the world trade. It's totally unacceptable.
The measures carry the threat of a spiral of escalation that will result in damaging everyone.
Nobody wins in a trade war. There are only casualties.
The European response will be united and firm.
Well, in this interview that Peter Altmaier gave to one of the big Sunday newspapers here in Germany, he did also praise the deal that had been done in July between Jean-Claude Juncker and Donald Trump for a trade deal between the EU and the United States as well. But still very much the warning signals on for what a potential trade war could bring. And it's not just Europe that is feeling the pinch of sanctions, of tariffs from the United States. Turkey as well has been hit with, a huge increase on tariffs of exporting its metals to the US. 20% on aluminium, 50% on steel that it exports to the United States. This is after Turkey didn't meet a deadline that was set last Wednesday by Washington to release a United States citizen who's also a pastor who's being detained in Turkey. Now, Donald Trump calls the charges against this man bogus. The Turkish side say that he has links to the banned Kurdish Workers' Party, and he also has ties to the attempted coup that tried to overthrow President Erdogan back in 2016. Now, President Erdogan, for his side, says that if these type of tariffs keep being put in place, then Turkey may look elsewhere for its allies.
We will respond to the one declaring a war of trade to the whole world by aiming at new markets, finding new corporations and allies.
But if this trade war deepens, the trade war that Donald Trump has been threatening the world with, if this deepens, well, that is essentially kryptonite to business. It creates uncertainty, and uncertainty does no good for anybody's economy anywhere in the world.
It's a real vicious circle, isn't it, as you say. And Pete, thanks for the update for now.